Chew on this. Your favorite foods are big business, but what's even more satisfying is how they shaped America in bold new ways. Unwrap the incredible stories behind iconic foods on the History Channel original series, The Food That Built America. New season, Tuesday at 10, right here on the History Channel.
Hi.
Adam, Jeff in Vegas. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I'm jealous of the warm weather you must have.
Oh, yes. It's about 74 and clear skies around here.
Oh, like a dagger in my heart.
Where are you at?
I am in the icy tundra of Brooklyn, New York.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's cold there. I'm sorry. But hey, Brooklyn, pizza, what a great segue, right? Welcome. Happy National Pizza Day, too. Can you believe it?
Thank you. A very happy National Pizza Day to you as well, sir.
Food That Built America. It's one of my favorite series. I watched the Pizza Wars last night, and pizza as we know it in America came from Wichita, Kansas. I mean, tell me that's not true.
Well, I think that maybe not the actual advent of pizza or the emergence of pizza in America. I think Lombardi's in New York still has that title of first pizzeria. But I think that without the Pizza Huts, without the Domino's of the world, there simply wouldn't be the awareness of pizza that there is now. And yes, we owe that all to the Midwestern United States. But I think that's what makes the Food That Built America so cool, is that it gives ownership of some of these iconic brands and iconic foods to regions of America that may not realize that local pride should be involved. And I also think it really is a great sort of homage to American hard work and ingenuity and the sort of unlikely titans that arose in the American dining landscape.
I've been to Lombardi's in Little Italy in New York, and I was there before it was sold, like 20 years ago, they changed owners, and where you got to sit back. I have pictures of me by the ovens that have not been off since the turn of the 20th century. They're constantly going. So that is a radically different pizza than that we're talking about, because the Carney brothers were the Pizza Hut founders. They made it up. They just made it up and said, who's to know what is our definition of pizza, which is mind-boggling.
Well, I think that it even goes further when you realize that kale is now this ubiquitous, deeply beloved vegetable that has clearly a very good publicist. And for a while, Pizza Hut was the largest purchaser of kale, and they were using it to line the salad bar. It wasn't in the salad bar. It was the liner of the salad bar. That's the greatest thing, is that you're never going to look at a trip to the supermarket aisle or to a trip down Main Street again. You're never going to look at Birdseye and not see Clarence Birdseye or Earl Wise, or know that Swanson and Stouffer's actually spoke to someone's real last name.
And, I remember vividly, when I was about 10 years old, 1976, going to the Red Roof Pizza Huts and playing on the jukebox, hearing, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. But back then the pizza came in a paper. It wasn't a corrugated box. That came later on, because that happened in Michigan, right? The Monham brothers starting up Domino's Pizza.
Well, and then you go further and you go, well, one person ends up with an old VW Bug and another person ends up with $800 million. I think that that's the other thing that makes it this human element, that you realize that these weren't always titans, that they didn't exist, that this was ingenuity, hard work, a bit of luck, and a bit of proper market positioning. And that's what I'm saying. I found a lot of inspiration myself just working on both of these shows, and then going to Modern Marvels and seeing, because that's the thing, we see the rise of these industries through the Food That Built America, but then where do we go from here? And Modern Marvels is very much that story. So whereas the Food That Built America will teach you about Good Humor and Popsicle and all the cool factoids about that, the ice cream industry is a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry. And how do we possibly keep up with that demand? And does quality suffer when you go into the billions of dollars? And that's the greatest thing, because when we filmed in Conestoga, PA with Turkey Hill Creamery, the great-grandson of the very man who founded it still works there. They still get their dairy from within 30 miles of the front door. And so it's still a central Pennsylvania product, just like it was nearly 100 years ago. Wise potato chips started in Berwick in 1921, and 100 years later, it's still in Berwick, PA. And I just think at a time when, maybe our national identity is a bit in crisis, that we could take a lot of point of pride in just hard work, delicious American products made in a really cool way. And the technology will blow your freaking mind.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Adam. I'm thrilled that in the Pizza Wars episode, they named my favorite pizza place, which is Shakey's. You know, I eat there to this day.
Wow, good call.
We don't have any in Vegas anymore. You know, they still disappeared about 25 years ago. But every time I go to Southern California, and you can ask my friends and family, I become obsessed, and I have to stop at Shakey's. So.
But isn't that kind of amazing? It's like the East Coasters that need to go to In-N-Out, the West Coasters that want to go to Shake Shack, that, you know, we have this deep love of those foods. We attach them to moments in our lives or ages that we were, or celebrations or sorrows. And I think that's our experience, but we never think about the people behind the brand. We don't think about the people doing it now. And I think that for me personally, to go to a little artisanal cheese maker, little artisanal chocolate maker, that, you know, this chocolatier we went to opened their doors in 1863. For frame of reference, that's the year Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, and they're still making bean to bar chocolate. So that I could learn and talk about Reese's and Hershey's and these mega giants, and yet the innovation is as granular as one awesome place on Market Street in Philadelphia, or it's the place that's making peanut butter cups.
I wonder if that chocolate company sold, you know, their treats at the Ford's Theater in the lobby.
I mean, maybe they took them to DC. Who knows? Who knows? That'd be a very grim way to be remembered for sure.
Well, Adam, congratulations not only on a new season of food that built America, but also Modern Marvel. So I'm like, you got me as a new couch potato here for the next couple of months, you know, watching all these episodes.
Well, I promise you are going to love it. And if nothing else, you'll learn how those couch potatoes become the best couch potato chips.
Adam, congratulations and thanks again. And come visit us in Las Vegas, man. We'd love to have you.
I very well may be a resident soon. No lie, that's a legitimate fact.
Hit me up. We'll go to Round Table Pizza here in Vegas, which is the closest thing to Shakey's.
I'm on my way.